everybody, and welcome back to yet another speed build. This time we are looking at Witch's Grove, a no-CC furnished build on the lot originally known as Brooksbridge Burrow in Glimmerbrook, the world that comes with the Realm of Magic pack. I know that the Realm of Magic pack came out back in like September of 2019, but I had only recently gotten the pack myself and very quickly fell in love with it. The gameplay for it is so much fun, even if it took me forever to try and find the actual portal into the Magic Realm. I had seen the trailer, so I knew that there was more to the pack, and them giving us a 5-lot neighborhood, there just absolutely had to be more to it. I wish that you could actually build homes in the Magic Realm just because I love being in the world, and I have to resist trying to make every single playthrough I have spellcasters. I love the vampires, the mermaids, the aliens, and especially the spellcasters. I wish there was a little bit more variety, like adding werewolves or other cool supernatural species, but I guess what we have is still pretty awesome. But, speaking of spellcasters, I really wanted to do a settle house decor revolving around them. This build is a 1-bed, 1-bath on a 30 by 20 lot. I wanted to build something that you don't see all that often, and my very first thought was a house that you might see elders living in, since I don't personally play elders all that often and really just let them do their own thing in my games. My idea was a grandma's house. The grandma that bakes cookies and has floral wallpaper, but what if this grandma has a secret? What if this grandma is actually a really cool spellcaster in private? Inspiration for the outside of the house was mostly me thinking of what a stereotypical old lady's house might look like, and honestly, I thought she might be an alchemist and absolutely loves gardening, hence all the flowers and vines that I put down and stuff into the landscaping. Plus, I wanted to make the house seem like it was aged, where it's been here a while and in a cute little nook in the woods. The patio going into the stairs was a tad difficult since I didn't really have an idea of what I was aiming for, plus the stairs didn't really fit into the archway like I wanted. I still like the way it turned out, of course, but not the way I originally planned. Then again, I can say that for most of my builds, so yeah. This difficulty includes the entire front enclosed porch as well, since I wasn't sure what I was going to do with the roof and how it was going to look as stone versus the rest of the white siding on the house. Spoiler, I think it looks fine and it looks great and it gives a lot of personality to the house. The aesthetic that Glimmerbrook gives off is also just absolutely perfect for this build. I'm a sucker for building in the woods, so I really wish we had a much more woodsy world that we could live in with more lot space, but for now Glimmerbrook is the best we have. Still, it doesn't mean that I can't dream that it won't happen in the future. The outside plants look a little dull currently since I had to add a sim to the lot and the season was fall, which I eventually changed. But the sim is for testing purposes and to keep a weird bug I keep running into from happening. When I build without a sim in the lot, sometimes I'll get the error nothing to change on my walls, where I can't change their size, wallpaper, or even delete them, even though I can delete the rest of the house. It's really weird. But the downside of having that sim was the season dulling the outside flowers and putting a money limit to my building. Nothing a few motherlode cheats can't fix though, so I'm not too worried about that. For the inside of this build, I really wanted a grandma's house look, and I think I nailed it. Antiques such as a grandfather clock, floral wallpaper, pink floral wallpaper at that, and the extreme lack of technology. I don't know about you, but I definitely know my grandma isn't all that tech savvy. So the most this house has is like an old box TV. Dear old grandma probably likes spending most of her time in her secret room anyways. I also think I ended up adding some cat things into this build because what's a grandma without her cat familiar? Like, come on, there isn't a chance that she doesn't have one. Also, I realized a lot of the woods don't match. I'm sorry, I apologize, I tried. Max has said no matching woods. I can only do so much against the words of the devs. Just don't look too closely and you probably won't even notice. The upper floor was a big pain to not only fill correctly, but to photograph. I don't know what's with a camera in this game, but it's infuriating sometimes. Is it my lack of Sims 4 photography experience and the sim gods are laughing at me, or is it just that difficult to deal with? I don't know, it's just annoying sometimes. Whatever. My favorite Easter egg about this house is the secret door. I haven't shown it yet and it comes up a little bit later in this build, but it doesn't actually have a wall, so I could use BB move objects on it to make it look like it fit directly in with the actual bookcase. It's fully functional and to the point where the sim loved going in and out of it, especially when I wanted to take pictures of the house. A really lovely touch to this build is the bathroom. which again I haven't shown yet but is in the later part of the build. I love how easily the colors tie together in a room for once, and it really just gives off the grandma bathroom vibe I so badly wanted for this build. Not necessarily bathroom part, but the grandma vibe. My comfort zone is really like modern contemporary builds, designs, decor, and so this was way out of the park for me. I've never done anything like this before. It was very new. It was very different than what I'm used to. That being said, I don't have much else for you guys. I hope you enjoy the build. Thank you for watching and tuning in and seeing what else I have in store for you. And as always, have a good day, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you.